What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back with you guys, with the nation, for another video. And today, I got some good Raider content because we got some news. But before I get into today's video, I have to give a big shout out to my boy Icy Nate, man. Always coming in clutch with these thumbnails. So please, if you can, give the man a like, a subscribe, anything you could do to support his YouTube page at Icy_Nate on YouTube. Now, let's get right into today's topic. And there's a couple of them, right? There's a couple of them. So I'm going to make my way down the line. Now, not so crazy news, but earlier this morning, the Raiders did release a formally re-signed. This guy was an X-Raider already. He spent one season with us. We brought him in when we were pretty thin on the linebacker position with all these COVID and injury stuff. Will Compton did get released earlier this morning by the Las Vegas Raiders. You know, he didn't play. He was either hurt or out with a personal matter, and either COVID. And this last week he was available, but he didn't get elevated. But he was able to see us beat the Colts at least as a Raider, but he was released earlier this morning. So Will Compton, he's no longer a Raider, but he was definitely a big not support, but he always showed the Raider Nation love, man. You know, he was with the Tennessee Titans, and he has some sort of a podcast or something with some Tennessee Titan players, and he's always showing love to the Raiders, man. So it's always you know, nice to see that he has some love for the Raider Nation, man. And I'm very happy, but you know, he wasn't going to fit, man. So going on to the next topic here, it is about two guys. Now, I really want to talk about Nate Hobbs really quick because I know there can be still some confusion between people. I did speak about it, but just a little bit. Nate Hobbs, guys, he was released from jail the same day. He's going to play this week. There's no doubt about that. His court is not until May. So he does not have to deal with any of that stuff until May, guys. So he will play this week. Nate Hobbs is on the team. He was at home the same day. You know, nobody was hurt or anything like that. I wanted to clear it up with Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs is good to go, guys. Rich Bisaccia also hinted at it today in the presser. We are good when it comes to Nate Hobbs, man. Don't worry about Nate Hobbs. He is good and good to go. Don't worry about it one bit. He'll be there. He'll be there Sunday. Expect him to be there, but the big news of the day, man. The big news of the day. I will get into that just a little bit later. But guys, there's two strings attached with this next person I want to talk about. Now, this next person I'm going to talk about is defensive end Carl Nassib. Now, Carl Nassib is, as we all know, he was a big blow to the defense when we were facing this run-heavy team in the Indianapolis Colts, right? The Indianapolis Colts is a very run-heavy team, and we knew that Carl Nassib is very effective against the run, and we knew we were going to need him, right? But it went for us well. We ended up winning the game, and you know, Carl Nassib, he was out, but we won without Carl Nassib's help on the defensive line. Now, the reason why I bring up Carl Nassib is because the Raiders activated Carl Nassib and Darren Waller's, whereas Jordan Simmons off the COVID-19 reserve list. Now, that's great, but the reason why I really want to talk about Carl Nassib here is because it's always seemed like when Carl Nassib is in, Malcolm Koontz gets at no reps. Right? And here's what I want to say, because I want to talk about Malcolm Koontz and Carl Nassib here. In my opinion, Carl Nassib, he's a great player against the run, and it's good and all that kind of stuff is nice. But at the end of the day, we do have an emerging young talent in Nate Hobbs, right? I mean, not Nate Hobbs, in Malcolm Koontz on that defensive line, right? And I really hope that with Carl Nassib coming back, I really, truly do hope that the Raiders defensive staff does not drop Malcolm Koontz in the depth chart. Every single time Malcolm Koontz has gotten his shot here in the regular season, he's provided a spark, he's provided a sack, he's provided a quarterback hit, some pressures. And I understand Carl Nassib is a vet. You know, he's well known in this game. He's good, he's polished, maybe more polished than Malcolm Koontz. But what I will say is that if Malcolm Koontz is going to get limited reps because of Carl Nassib, I don't want to see an increase of snaps back of Carl Nassib if that's going to mean that Malcolm Koontz won't get his reps. In my opinion, every single time Malcolm Koontz has came in, he's provided, like I said, a spark, a sack, something positive, right? So I don't want to see Malcolm Koontz get bumped down in the depth chart yet again because Carl Nassib is back. Malcolm Koontz has been available ever since we activated him, and, Carl Nassib is not. Carl Nassib is in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't want to stunt the development of Malcolm Koontz because of Carl Nassib. Carl Nassib is getting overpaid, right? He's getting overpaid right now. He shouldn't be on this team next year. It sucks to say, but you gotta kind of move on, and you kind of gotta go with the hot hand. And in my opinion, Malcolm Koontz is the hot hand. This man right here is looking extremely dominant, and I truly do feel like we may be wasting his time. Obviously, it's his first year. It's a little bit, far-fetched, but I feel like we could be hurting a little bit of his development at the moment because of how much reps we give to Carl Nassib. I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on those two right there. Give Carl Nassib his rotational job back, or let Malcolm Koontz take over, because in my opinion, when Carl Nassib and Cleveland are in the game, it's good, but when Cleveland Ferrell and Malcolm Koontz are opposite side of each other's, I think there's a world difference, a huge difference in the production when those two, when Cleveland Ferrell and Carl Nassib and Cleveland Ferrell out there. Let me know what you guys think, man. Do you guys want to see more of Malcolm Koontz and less of Carl Nassib? Or, give Carl Nassib, give the vet his spot back, and kind of bump down the rookie just a little bit more for the next couple of weeks, until the season's over, and then let Malcolm Koontz get his role next season. Now, the last person I want to talk about, the main person I want to talk about, is the Raiders star tight end Darren Waller. Now, everything is looking up for Darren Waller. Everything right now as far as news is trending for Darren Waller to come back this week and play in our biggest game of the year against the Chargers, right? Now, of course, Darren Waller has not played in the last, 5 weeks. Darren Waller has been very missed, and as of right now, I feel like Darren Waller needs to play this game, right? Not only because we need him, but because, not only has his presence been missed on the offensive side of the ball, but I just feel like right now, the Raider Nation kind of deserves to know if Darren Waller wants to play for this team or not, right? Darren Waller, I understand, it's a knee injury or an ankle injury or something like that. You don't want to aggravate that, right? But as far as Darren Waller, man, we really need him to play. It looks like everything is coming back. He got off the COVID reserve list. It looks like his injury is a little bit better. He was at practice today on a limited fashion, but he was at practice, and that's the first step right there. I think right now he needs to get his stamina up. He needs to get his wind back up. After missing almost a month and a half of football, this is his first day back at practice. So we definitely need Darren Waller without a doubt. But at the same time, Darren Waller, he needs to prove that he still wants to be here, in my opinion. It's not the biggest thing on earth, but at the same time, it's kind of iffy, man. It's kind of felt like he should have returned 2 weeks ago, but then there's either been a this, or that, an excuse, a COVID, injury. It's kind of been tough, man, and we really do need him down this stretch right now, and it'd be great if we can get Darren Waller for the last game of the season. Now, last thing I want to do is go down the Raiders injury report. It is a good amount of players on here. But let's get straight to it. Now, number 1, Divine Diablo was added to the injury report with a shoulder and elbow injury. It looks like it's okay. He was full participant in practice today. Then Jonathan Hankins, yet again, back injury, did not participate. Then the next person on there is Daniel Helm, knee injury, full participant. You also have Deshaun Jackson. He didn't participate. It was a veteran rest day. He's good, guys. Don't worry about that. Then Josh Jacobs, ribs, was limited, so he did still go out there. Andre James was a full participant in today's practice, although he was dealing with an ankle injury. Quinn Jefferson with a back, but also a full participant. There's a lot of names here, guys. Nick Martin, veteran rest day, did not participate. Merrick with a shoulder shoulder was limited. Keyshawn Nixon was abdomen, full participant. Foster Moreau, shoulder, limited as well. Denzel Perryman, ankle, limited. Keyshawn Nixon was a full participant with ribs. Solomon Thomas, knee, full participant. John Simpson, wrist, full participant. Who else? Darren Waller, knee, was limited. KJ Wright was out there as well as a full participant with a wrist injury. So a lot of our guys, man, a lot of our guys are listed on there, but a lot of them are also full participant, if not limiteds. Now, limiteds is pretty good, man. Limiteds is pretty good. You know, it's just the middle of the week. We don't play until Sunday night. So these guys got a good amount of time to really heal up, man. So hopefully we can have all these guys back. We do need to be in full strength, in my opinion, to play this Chargers team. They are no joke. They are no joke, and we need to finish this game. We have the last game of the regular season, not just for the Raiders, but for the entire season. We close out the NFL season this year. We close out the longest NFL season ever, so we need to close it out. We're gonna see everybody where they stand. You know, we're gonna see exactly where the AFC stands. So we literally control. We control at this point. If you want to get in, you winning in, right? Then there's the scenario where if the Colts lose to the Jaguars and this and that happens, then the Raiders and the Chargers can get in with both the loss. So it's pretty random. I don't want that to happen. You know, just handle your own business and you get in on your own terms. That's how it should be. But Raider Nation, that'll be it for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. On the road to 3,000 subscribers, man. So if you can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But that'll be it, man. Peace.